Hello, fellow cyborgs! Today I'm going to be giving you an author shout out. I'll be telling you about 3 of my favorite authors at the moment, tantalizing you with some book descriptions, and also giving you some book recommendations. This is going to be a 3-part video as I'll be discussing 3 authors, and there is nothing like sweet anticipation. The first author I'm going to talk to you about is Jo Walton, who wrote Among Others. This book requires a disclaimer. Do not read this book if you do not want to add at least 20 volumes to your to-read list. This story follows Maury, a young girl originally from Wales who now is at a boarding school in England. Her mother is dead and now she is under the custody of her estranged father. But more importantly, this book is about books. Maury has been in a terrible accident and she is in pain much of the day and therefore spends her time reading. Throughout this book, she talks about the books that she has purchased for like 20 pence. It's so cute. Or got from interlibrary loan. It only takes her about 2 hours to read a book. This story takes place in the 1970s, and the books Maury loves to read are science fiction and some fantasy. So you're going to get a lot of recommendations for some classic pre-1975 or so science fiction and fantasy books. I loved this when I first read it. I gave it 5 stars. I am eagerly awaiting rereading it. It is just a very lovely book with a really interesting way of integrating magic into a story. Yes, there is magic in this story as well as magical books. If you enjoyed Among Others, I recommend you pick up What Makes This Book So Great by Jo Walton. This is a collection of the blog posts she wrote on Tor.com from 2008 to 2013, I believe, in which she discusses the books she's rereading. There are hundreds of books that she reread in those years. It turns out that Among Others is semi-autobiographical, because Jo Walton herself is often bedridden and reads books like I eat popcorn. It's ridiculous how many books she reads, how quickly she reads them. You can read this book from beginning to end. I pretty much did that. Or you can pick and choose and read about the different titles that you're interested in hearing Jo's opinion about. Jo Walton is definitely one of my friends who doesn't know that I exist. She just seems like such an awesome person, and she reads some awesome books. There's another book of Jo Walton's that I've read, but I don't currently have my copy up with me, but it's called Tooth and Claw, and it's a fantasy of manners with dragons. Just think Jane Austen, but with all the Bennets and all the Bingleys and all the Darcys are dragons. It's pretty darn fantastic. So there you go. There's a bit of an introduction into the wonderfulness that is Jo Walton. Let me know in the comments below if you have read either of these. Did I do everything I needed? I think I did. I think I did. Until next time, be lovely.